This is the Bible 2 Awards. My name is Bianca, and I'm in Friends class from Stanford Park Pathfinders. I'll be doing the Bible 2 Awards with you today. To do this award, you will do the following. You'll need to have done the Bible 1 Awards. You will name the two major parts of the Bible and the 4 books that are known as the Gospels. Recite the New Testament books. Have listened to or read 4 stories, Bible stories. Read or listened to the first 9 chapters of Genesis. Memorize and explain 3 verses about giving your life to Jesus, and play a game to help you remember the Bible stories. So the first question is, what are the 2 major parts of the Bible, and what are the books known as Gospels? If you know the answer, type it in the chat.
All right, guys, you heard it. Bianca posed the question. Follow us. For everybody who's joining us on Facebook, make sure you use the comment section. For everybody who's seeing Zoom, you have a chat section here, so make sure you write it. We're gonna, Natalie and myself will be reading those answers. So what are the 2 major parts of the Bible, and what are the books known as Gospels? It's really hard questions, guys. Do not. Okay, here it is. Okay, somebody says, Natalie, what do you want to do? Facebook or Zoom?
I've got Facebook here. But no one's replying yet. So come on,
right.
Facebook adventurers, we need you to type away.
Or moms and dads, you need to be typing faster if the adventurers are not typing yet. So somebody says it is Old and the New Testament, Bianca. And when it comes to
Yep. New and Old and New Testaments on Facebook. They're catching up. And does anyone know what the Gospels are? I'll give you a clue. There's 4 books.
Natalie is trying to make this too easy. We shall not do that. Before our adventurers are tough people. So Bianca, tell us what books are known as the Gospels. We have the answer actually. Gospels are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And thank you, Nikosi, and thank you, Samuel and Michael. You're doing top job.
And Elizabeth on Facebook, she also got that. So well done, Elizabeth. And Darlene as well. Well done.
Well done to everybody who got that right. So the next question is, name the New Testament books in order. So everybody type in the chat 1 or 2 of their favorite New Testament books.
That is not gonna be it's easy, but we can have a go. Is that right, guys? So let's Bianca asked us to name the New Testament books in the order, and we hope that you'll be able to do that. Bianca, just because of time, we might not be able to wait too long. So maybe you would like to take us one by one as our adventurers are typing.
Well, let's give them a chance to type. She did ask them to do their favorite New Testament books as well.
So we have Samuel wrote it. It is John, Book of John.
Oh, somebody else. Elizabeth, Revelation and John.
Wow, adventurers. I expected you to like different books, but obviously different type of adventures we have. Very good.
Oh, somebody else does like the 4 Gospels. Those are her favorites.
Excellent.
Very good. I don't think I've got anything else coming through on Facebook.
All right, Bianca, you take it forward.
Okay. So the books of New Testament are Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, Jude, and Revelation.
Very good. Bianca, which is your favorite book from there?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
All righty.
Yeah.
Let's
Mine
go
is
next slide. Yeah.
So the Bible stories you need to read or listen to are and as each one is coming up, can you tell me where you'll find it in the Bible?
All
So
righty.
type your answer in the chat. So the first one is David and Jonathan.
Okay.
all right. So which book would that be in? Where would you find that story?
All right. Somebody says First Samuel. Is that correct, Bianca?
Yeah.
Wow, our adventurers, Samuel and Michael, you're doing top. Abraham and Isaac, is that right?
Yeah, the second one is Abraham and Isaac.
All righty. All righty. Guys, where is the story of Abraham and Isaac? In the chat, people are saying in Genesis. Is that correct, Bianca?
Yeah. So the next one is Noah and the flood.
Noah and the floods. I was reading that book last night to my son Stefan. He loves the big fat animals in the boat. Natalie, anybody writing where is the story of the floods?
We haven't got anyone yet.
People are
Not
saying
yet.
here the Genesis. For everybody who's joining us on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind, do hit the like button and share it, as that helps us spread this program with somebody else. So it says Genesis here in the chat.
I think that's
Yeah, that's correct. Then the final one is Samuel called by the Lord.
Uh-huh. Where would we find that one? Oh, Derek, well done. You got Genesis. Sorry, that was for the previous one. Facebook is just running a little bit behind.
All righty. What's happening next, Bianca?
Okay,
So
yeah, you just let us know where the story of Samuel was.
yeah.
Yes. Somebody mentioned First Samuel. Is that correct?
Yes, and here's the answers.
Very good.
You didn't get it.
So
So this is, you need to read or listen to the first 9 chapters of Genesis. Now I've got 3 short clips for you to watch of. So here's the first one.
Stories of the Bible. Creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was empty, formless, and dark. But the Spirit of God was there. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a space to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." God called the space sky. On the third day, God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." God called the dry ground land and the waters seas, and God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with every sort of plant and tree." And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night." God made 2 great lights, the sun for the day and the moon for the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, and God saw that it was good. On the 5th day, God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." And God saw that it was good. On the 6th day, God said, "Let the earth make every sort of animal." God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock and small animals, each able to have babies of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, to be like us." So God created man in his own image. He formed man from the dust of the ground. He breathed the breath of life into man, and a man became alive. Then he saw that the man needed a helper, so God put man into a deep sleep, and while he slept, God took one of the man's ribs. Then God made a woman from the rib and brought her to the man.
Hi.
Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and rule over it. Rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food. And I have given you every green plant as food for all the animals." Then God looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was very good. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything in them was done. So on the 7th day, God rested from all his work, and God blessed the 7th day and said it was holy.
So
Stories.
this is the next one.
Stories of the Bible. Adam and Eve sin. This is Adam.
Hey.
And this is Eve,
Sit.
who were the first people on earth. They lived in the Garden of Eden, which was a beautiful place that had everything they needed. Adam and Eve took care of the animals and could eat from any of the trees in the garden, except for one. This was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and God told them not to eat from this tree. There were lots of animals in the garden, but the serpent was the most clever of all the wild animals God had made. One day, he asked the woman,
Hey, Eve.
"Did God really say you must not eat the fruit from any of these trees in the garden?"
No.
Eve said that they were able to eat from all of the fruit trees except the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden. For God said, "You must not eat or even touch it. If you do, you will die."
No, that can't be.
"You won't die," said the serpent. "God knows that as soon as you eat it, you will be like God, knowing both good and evil."
Oh.
The woman was convinced. She saw that the tree was beautiful and its fruit looked delicious, and she wanted the wisdom it would give her. So she took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, and he ate it too. At that moment, their eyes were opened,
Oh no.
and they suddenly realized they weren't wearing clothes and were embarrassed. So they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When the cool evening breezes were blowing, Adam and Eve heard God walking about in the garden.
Hi.
So they hid from God among the trees. Then God called to Adam, "Where are you?" Adam said, "I heard you walking in the garden, so I hid. I was afraid because I was naked." "Who told you that you were naked?" God asked. "Did you eat from the tree I told you not to eat from?" Adam said, "It was the woman you gave me who gave me the fruit, and I ate it." Then God asked Eve, "What have you done?" "The serpent tricked me," she replied. "That's why I ate it." Then God punished the serpent by making it so he would crawl on his belly from then on. He told Eve that she would have great pain in her life. Then God said to Adam that because he listened to Eve and did not obey what God had told him to do, his life would be very difficult. He would have to work hard to get food to eat, God said, "For you were made from dust, and to dust you will return." Then God made them clothing from the animals. But God knew that Adam and Eve could no longer live in the garden because of their sin, so he sent them away and closed up the garden.
This is the third
The
one.
Faithful Hall of Fame, Hebrews 11. Noah! This is Noah. Noah is in the Hall of Fame because he obeyed God. God looked over all the earth, and he saw that everything they thought or imagined was evil. So God was sorry that he had made such a wicked people and wanted to start over. But Noah found favor with God. So God told Noah to build an ark. He told Noah exactly how to build the ark, and it was to be the biggest boat ever built. Then God told Noah to fill the ark with 2 of every kind of animal. God told Noah to get into the ark with his family. So Noah obeyed and did everything exactly as God had told him.
Okay, so now you need to memorize 3 of the 5 following verses. So the first verse is Acts 16:31, and this is what it says. They replied, "Believe in the Lord Jesus and you will be saved, you and your household." The next one is John 1:12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his own name. Galatians 3:26. For ye are all the children of God by faith in Jesus Christ. 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith and not by sight.
Just before we move on, Bianca, I wonder if we can ask the adventurers what they think that last verse meant. For we walk by faith and not by sight.
Okay.
I wonder if we can ask them to just type in the chat what they think that one means.
Yeah.
Okay, so adventurers, let's get writing. What do you think that might mean?
It's always hard to find the meaning, but why not have a go? We will like all your answers, and then I'm sure we'll find one which is maybe closer to what Bianca had in her mind. All right.
I wonder if any parents might want to help.
Bianca, as we wait for those answers, maybe you want to take us to the next slide.
Okay, so this is the next verse. The next verse is Psalm 51:10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew the right spirit within me.
Okay, we've got an answer about the previous one from Samuel, who said, "Trust in God even though he hasn't answered your prayer." Wow, that's quite powerful stuff. To trust in someone even though you're waiting for an answer to prayer. Very good. I'm not sure Facebook has. Oh, yep. We've got an answer on Facebook says we cannot see God, but by faith we can see him. We get power through faith. All these answers on Facebook. I think that's it for now.
So just a reminder, you need to learn 3 of all 5. So if you liked 3 of them, then you just do those 3. So you don't need to do all 5.
Okay, there's space on your worksheets as well for you to write them down so that you can learn them easily as well.
So this is a quiz to help see if you know the Bible stories. So the first question is, what was God's promise when he showed the rainbow? So you need to type your answers in the chat.
Alrighty, guys, you heard Bianca's question. What was the God's promise when he showed the rainbow? This is one of the beautiful promises, and I'm sure we know. Answers started flying in on the Zoom chat for sure. Natalie, how are we going on Facebook?
Nothing yet from Facebook.
We are waiting for a few seconds. We have 2 answers from
we've got one. It says he would send no more floods.
That's right. Nikosi said similar.
World again.
Alex said the same thing, and also everybody else. But the first answer came from Samuel. That's right. Okay.
All right. Was that the answer, Bianca?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the next question is, David and Jonathan were A, enemies, B, brothers, C, friends, or D, sisters?
All right.
One more hard question. Bianca, you need to stop asking hard questions like this because we are slowly sweating here, right? So what will be the right answer? Make sure you use the chat and comment section, just because that is easier for everybody. Here it is. We have more answers.
Facebook's on it today. Oh wow, they're really good today. We've got answers coming in.
Bianca, they're all saying it's friends.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's the answer. So the next question is, what weapon did Jonathan use to warn David? A, a sword, B, an arrow, C, bread, or D, apple?
Me being a Serbian, I would like to be bread, but maybe not the right answer. What do you think, guys? Bianca posed the question. Number 3, what weapon did Jonathan use to warn David? A is sword, B arrow, 2 bread, or D apple. The answers are flying in on a Zoom, but we're just giving a chance to Facebook to catch up. How's going, Natalie? There.
A few more minutes a few more seconds for Facebook.
Yeah.
We can slowly get. We've got different answers coming in here.
One
person said sword, but a few others have said arrow.
On Zoom, everybody said arrow. So Bianca, what is the right answer?
Right answer is arrow.
Oh, people.
Well done.
Yeah, well done, well done.
So, question 4 is, Abraham and Isaac were A, brothers, B, friends, C, father and son, or D, cousins?
Again, question 4 was there. What is it? What is the right answer? Question 4, Abraham and Isaac were brothers, friends, father and son, and cousins. Ooh. Zoom is again going very fast at this stage, and the answer is anonymous there. So Bianca, maybe they have a right answer.
I've got lots of C's coming in on Facebook. Answers C on Facebook.
A lot of C, and that's probably that's what we have here as well. Is that correct? Friends and father and son.
Yes.
Very good.
Great stuff.
Now, question 5. What did Abraham and Isaac build on the mountain? A house, B, a table and chair, C, an altar, or D, a chair?
Bianca, you were reading the questions and not even came to the end, and we started getting answers straight away on the Zoom. So we have
a couple more minutes for Facebook. They're just getting that.
We need to help Facebook be faster, but it is impossible because there is a delay on the broadcast.
There it is.
Yeah.
I've got one coming in.
Okay.
Which is an altar.
All right. That's anonymous answer here on Zoom. Alex, Samuel, Hansel, Michael, everybody said it is altar.
Yeah, same here. Bianca, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh,
So
well.
the next question is, what did Noah build?
What did Noah build? It's a question from Bianca. What options do we have, Bianca?
So we've got A is house, B toys, C an ark, or D a car?
Do you think Noah was a car maker? It's a question. We will see. Our adventures already answered it.
Oh, Facebook are on it too. They're all saying answer C, the ark.
You guys study your Bible. Well done. So they're saying it's the ark. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I wonder if Noah did build his own house though beforehand. It'd be interesting to think about that, and the toys for the kids as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bianca, carry on.
Question 7.
Why did Noah build the ark? A, because he wanted to go fishing. B, because it was his hobby. C, because God told him to. Or D, because his wife told him to.
Oh, these are very, very interesting questions. So, guys, what do you think? Why did Noah build the ark? All right, why did he wanted to go fishing? It was his hobby. God told him to, and his wife told him to. Yeah. So answers are flying in already, and that is.
We've got Facebook are on it too. They've got answer C.
It's option C on Zoom as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's correct. It's C, God told him to. No.
Very good.
Question 8. What was going to happen once the ark was built? Type your answer in the chat.
Okay. Question 8. What was going to happen once the ark was built? It is an open-ended question for you guys to write us a few words. And we have already some of the answers. We have Alex who answered. We have Samuel who answered. We have a few more others.
No, we've got Derek and Elizabeth on Facebook. Really quick.
Michael and Hansel. So everybody says it was the flood is going to come. Somebody said the rain is going to start. So quite a few different answers on our Zoom.
Yeah, so both are correct. I just got it was going to rain, but both answers were correct.
The rain came first and then the flood.
Yeah. Question 9. Who did Samuel live with when he lived in the temple?
All righty. Question number 9. Who did Samuel live with when he lived in a temple? I lived in a church as well, but not like Samuel. So we have 4 options. What are options, Bianca?
So we've got A is John, B is Fred, C is Eli, or D is Isaac.
Zoom is just very fast today. Everybody answered it already. So
there too.
what is
We've
the
got
answer,
super
Natalie?
adventurers. We've got Eli the prophet.
That's correct. And we have here that the same answer. Are we correct, Bianca?
Yes.
Our little adventurers.
Excellent. I'd love to meet Fred from the Bible.
Then question 10. True or false? Did Samuel and David know each other?
Ooh.
Hey,
So you need to type in the chat for your answer.
Guys, you heard Bianca's question. True or false? David and Sammy knew each other. Yes or no? True or no? True or false? Oh, we have a mixed answer for the first time.
oh,
I'm not sure how we're going to handle this.
That's what I wanted.
no, we've got the same on Facebook. There's true and false as well.
Do you think this is a trick answer? Question. Bianca, what is the right answer? Because we have all the answers.
The answer is true.
Ooh, true. Very good.
Oh, Pauline, I think Pamela or Chris, they said after they didn't know each other until they met. So I think that's why we're having the true and the falses.
That is funny. That's funny. Thank you so much for that funny answer. We support funny answers. Let's go. Bianca, what is the next slide for us?
That's the end.